Hey guys, CryptoDad here again. Thanks for joining me on the live stream Tuesday morning Q&A where we'll talk about the basics of Bitcoin. Thanks for joining me. I'll go over some of the basics kind of again and again every week, but I'll also take questions, so we'll have some fresh content going on as well. Let's jump in. Alright guys, so here we are. Tuesday morning. Glad to have you guys here. My name is Rex Knisley. I'm the Crypto Dad, and I do a lot of how-to videos on crypto. I'm not really into the investment side, so what do you think of so-and-so coin is not really what I'm about. But if you're having trouble like figuring out how to install a wallet or move crypto from one place to another, that sort of thing, I'm here for you. So get ready, throw out your questions, and let me talk about the basics, and we'll see where things lead today. All right, so here we are. Now, I usually will reference Mastering Bitcoin by Andreas Antonopoulos. So I want you to get your attention for the description of the video. Check down below. There's a lot of my affiliate links which keep this channel going. And there's a reference down here to Mastering Bitcoin. So check out this link. It shows you what I'm referring to when I talk about some of the things in Bitcoin. Now, I have the same title that I had last week, titled, What is a Wallet? A Bitcoin Wallet. It seems like a simple question, right? But with Bitcoin, it's not quite so simple. So I'm going to go here to Chapter 5, Wallets, and just kind of talk about this part here. The word wallet. Now, we all know what a regular wallet is, right? It's like this thing that we carry in our pockets that we put our money in, right? And we can put money into it and we can take money out of it. So at its most basic level, that's a pretty good description of a Bitcoin wallet too. So, but let's look at it. The word wallet is used to describe a few different things in Bitcoin. At a high level, a wallet is an application, so we're talking about a computer application or a phone application that serves as the primary user interface. So this is where we are able to check our balance and send and receive Bitcoin. The wallet controls access to a user's money, if we want to think of Bitcoin as money, managing keys and addresses, tracking the balance, and creating and signing transactions. Now, that's kind of a weird concept. What does it mean to sign a transaction? Well, we all know what it means to sign a check. If anyone has ever worked for someone and received a check, not from a regular job, but maybe from, mowing someone's lawn or a personal debt or anything like that, and you've taken the check to the bank or a quick cash place, and I don't know if you've ever had this happen to you, but they look at it and then they slide it back to you and say, we can't cash this, they forgot to sign it. I don't know, that doesn't happen as much in today's society since we don't live by checks. But it's happened to me several times, because I've worked tech support for people. So the check is no good unless it's signed. Or maybe you got a check returned to you. You paid your rent or whatever, and it got returned and said this check wasn't signed. Well, that's really, it's when a check is signed or not signed, that's a indication that the payment has been authorized by the person that controls the account. So that's the same thing with a Bitcoin transaction. It has to be signed in order to be valid. And when we sign a Bitcoin transaction, that means that something cryptographic has occurred under the hood. When you create a Bitcoin wallet, you create a private key, and that private key references a Bitcoin address on the blockchain. And that Bitcoin address, when you first create the wallet, is empty, but you can buy Bitcoin from an exchange or another person or whatever and transfer it into that blockchain address. Now, in order to move that Bitcoin out, if you decide you want to sell the Bitcoin, or you want to spend the Bitcoin, or you want to send it to a friend or a family member, then the transaction has to be signed by the private key. Now, I talk about private keys a lot, and everybody goes, "Where's my private key? I can't find my private key." Well, you don't see it. It's stored internally. When you create a wallet on your computer, like the Electrum Bitcoin wallet, the private key is stored somewhere on the computer, on the hard drive, in an encrypted format. The same with phone-based wallets, if you have the Trust wallet. The private key is stored inside the device, but you never see it. But you do sign transactions when you authorize the signature, when you send out and enter your sending password. Or if you're using a hardware wallet like the Ledger Nano, you sign the transaction by actually authorizing by clicking the buttons on the device. So let's go and say hello to everybody. I know I like to get a little of this basic stuff under our belts before we move forward. So I'm going to pop out chat and say hello to everyone who's here. Randy is here. That's wonderful. Good to see you again, or hear you again, Randy, or read you again, as the case may be. I'm having some trouble with this little box here. It's just not... It's just not as, let's see here. Let's try this. There we go. Felt like I was looking over a fence. But here I am. All right, let's see here. Sorry about that. So Randy's here. Good morning. Let's go back over here. Amy is here. Oh, AnyName322 is here. Good. IBLB562. What Lightning wallet do you use at the moment? Hi Rex from Captain M. Good to have you. Video Viper Eero. Good morning. Hello. Will Nano X wallet internal battery leak due to long-term storage? Well, it's a rechargeable battery, and it generally will work as long as you plug it into your computer. So if you're using the Ledger Nano X as a desktop-based wallet, whenever you plug it into the computer, it charges up. I'm sure it's like any other device, like a watch, or any gadget or a phone. I mean, it needs to be charged periodically. So if you stick it in a drawer and you don't use it, the battery might dissipate over time, but not a lot, because if it's in a drawer, you're not using it, right? It's not, the battery is not being dissipated. But I'm sure that there would be some slight leakage. But it's not an issue. All you do is plug it in and it turns back on, just like your phone. I mean, if you've ever put a phone in the drawer for several years and then you pull it out, you haven't used it in a while, it's an old phone, you want to sell it, it's usually, it's not functional until you charge it up for a few minutes. But, I mean, this device can be charged in a few minutes, and if you plug it into the computer with a USB cable, and it's immediately usable, right? If all you're doing is using it with the phone, then you would need to charge it up for a few minutes before it's ready, if it dissipated. But not a deal breaker in my mind. But not a bad. No question is dumb. No question. The only dumb question is the unasked question. Lightning wallet. I've been using the Casa. What is that? Casa node, right? I ordered the Casa node because I was curious about the Lightning Network. I got it connected and I got it synced and everything, but I haven't quite wrapped my head around how the Lightning Network works as far as transferring across it, right? I think it's kind of a nascent technology, and at the same time, so I put some Bitcoin in there, and I don't know, I managed to get some out at some point. But I'm not really using it right now. There is another Lightning-based wallet that you can use. Let me share my phone with you. I did a video on it. Okay, and that is the the Blue wallet, which I don't use very often. It can hold Bitcoin, and it has a Lightning component that you can use to move Bitcoin over to the Lightning side and make transactions on the Lightning network. So, but like I said, I mean, I feel weird that I haven't used it much, but it's a little wow, what happened? Okay. It's another day. I haven't adjusted my 1920 by 1080. I hope you guys have been able to read so far what I've been showing you. I guess not. Another fail. Tom Kreitz is here. Hello. J1 is here. Do I like Zcash or Monero? In principle, if you're a cryptocurrency purist, what's not to like about privacy coins? In fact, there are a lot of people in the privacy coin community that claim that the Monero and or Zcash are true cryptocurrencies, whereas Bitcoin is not, because it is not private. The Bitcoin blockchain is transparent. Anyone can look at all of the transactions that have occurred on the Bitcoin blockchain since day one. So in some sense, Bitcoin is not fungible, where we use the word fungible to mean that $1 or one is worth, one is the same as the other. So if I come to you and I say, hey, I've got $1, can I swap dollars with you? There might be that fungibility issue that my dollar is old and crumpled and yours is nice and crisp. And you may say, no, I want to keep my nice crisp dollar. But they spend the same, right? As long as my crumpled dollar is not too crumpled or torn, it's just as spendable as your dollar, right? And the same with Bitcoin, right? It's digital. If I say, hey, I've got one Bitcoin, you want to trade my Bitcoin for your Bitcoin, it doesn't make a lot of sense, really. But Bitcoin does have a history. So in that sense, it is possible for some Bitcoin to be what we would say tainted by its history, right? We run the risk of someone coming to us and saying, this Bitcoin that you acquired was used in money laundering in the past, and how did you come by it and that kind of thing. Whereas privacy coins are, their transaction is basically scrubbed by the way the coin works. So there is no history. So in that sense, it's more fungible because it's not tainted by its history. I know that sounds kind of weird, but that's, So yeah, I like privacy coins in that sense. But let's talk a little more about wallet, right? We talked about what a wallet, the functionality of a Bitcoin wallet. But let's talk more narrowly from a programmer's perspective. The word wallet refers to the data structure used to store and manage user keys. Now this is primary. A lot of people get confused by this, but the Bitcoin really is never in the wallet, right? The Bitcoin is on the blockchain. The wallet is where, as we say, it is a data structure that is stored on our computer or our phone or on an external device like this, that stores and manages users' keys. So I've talked about private keys. So really, the wallet holds private keys. It doesn't really hold Bitcoin. So now it's sort of violated our idea of a wallet, right? Our first idea, right, at this high level of what a wallet is. Okay, a wallet is where you hold your Bitcoin, right? A wallet is where your money is. You put money in, you take money out, right? But more narrowly, a Bitcoin wallet is a keychain. I don't know where it says that. In this chapter, we will look, blah, 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 blah. Okay, here we go. A common misconception about Bitcoin is that Bitcoin wallets contain Bitcoin. In fact, the wallet contains only keys. Let me blow this up a bit so you guys can see it a little better, right? The coins, quote unquote, are recorded on the blockchain on the Bitcoin network. Users control the coins on the network by signing transaction with the keys in their wallets. In a sense, a Bitcoin wallet is a keychain, right? And so if you take anything away from this today, when we talk about a Bitcoin wallet, just sort of, in order to wrap your head around what Bitcoin is, Bitcoin wallet is basically a keychain and not really a wallet in the traditional sense where it's where you keep your money, right? The money, the Bitcoin, is actually out there on the Bitcoin blockchain, getting moved around from one address to another. The wallet that you and I control on our computer or our phone is just a keychain, right? It's used to unlock the Bitcoin from one address to another. Now, you don't really need your wallet to receive Bitcoin. I mean, you need to give someone your address, but you don't need to sign anything to receive Bitcoin. If someone wants to send you Bitcoin, you just give them a receiving address and it comes into your wallet, right? You don't need to unlock anything until you're ready to send it back out again. So the key signing, the private key signing of transactions is only required when I send Bitcoin out of my wallet, right? I can receive Bitcoin all day long, right? I've got a wallet, and we'll go into Ledger Live here. This is a software interface. You can think of Ledger Live as a wallet in some sense, right? But it's really an interface to the private keys, the key chain, right, on this device. But this part here, the Ledger Live interface, is where I can check balances and sort of and initiate send and receives. But I really, like I said, I don't need to do anything to receive. So, for example, I have this wallet here, my Ledger affiliate wallet. This I can generate multiple receiving addresses, but there is one receiving address in particular that I've given to Ledger, and periodically, money that I earn from my affiliate links is paid to me by Ledger, and they pay me in Bitcoin. And they have in their files, in their databases, a Bitcoin address that I provided to them for this wallet. So I don't have to do anything. I could go on vacation for a year. And then whatever affiliate links came in from my Bitcoin, from my Ledger affiliate links on my YouTube channel, even if I don't create more videos, there are still affiliate links in my existing videos that are generating passive income, and they would be paying me periodically into this wallet. All right? So I don't have to do anything for the money to appear in this wallet, right? They already have the address, and whenever they pay out, it goes into this wallet, and I don't have to do anything. right? So a lot of people ask me, I just transferred money from Coinbase into my ledger. Do I need to keep it connected? And the answer is no. You don't need to have the device connected to receive Bitcoin. Once you've initiated the transfer, you can unplug the ledger, close down your computer, and go out and have a picnic. Come back later, and the Bitcoin will be in your wallet, right? There's nothing. Once you've generated the receiving address, you don't need to keep the wallet open. You don't have to have the device connected. It will show up in the wallet. A lot of people worry about that. Oh, do I need to keep it connected? Blah, 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 blah. Okay, so I answered Viper. Thank you for the answer. 2 more questions, if you don't mind. Do you get another backup wallet with the same seeds? What's the benefits? You meant 2 wallets accessing the same account and Ledger Live. Yes. When you initiate this device, a 24-word recovery phrase is generated. And this 24-word recovery phrase that's associated with this device can be used to restore a secondary device if you want, right? The idea with the 24-word recovery phrase is, well, maybe I lose this, maybe it gets crushed, maybe I drop it, maybe the dog chews it up, maybe it fails for some reason, glitches. I can always order another device from Ledger and restore using my 24-word recovery phrase. And then once I do that, then it works, right? It has all of the same private keys that the original device has. Now, some people, myself included, have a secondary device already restored in a drawer, so that if the primary device gets lost or deleted or stolen or whatever happens to it, I can just go to my drawer and pull out my backup device and hit the ground running, right? Like I said, all of the private keys are still on there. And the reason that this works is because of math. So when we, let me blow this down a bit. It's kind of boom, boom, boom. All right, so this is a graph of a wallet with a bunch of keys that are unrelated to each other, right? I can have a wallet where I've created multiple private keys, and I can access each of these wallets, right? Now, but that's not this is a random or non-deterministic wallet, right? Now, here is a deterministic wallet where we start with a seed, and from that seed we generate multiple wallets. But because it's deterministic, the way this works is this seed is it's a long number. Every time it generates a new wallet, it always generates the same exact new wallet every time. I know that sounds weird, but if I start with the same seed, in a different device, that same seed will generate the same wallets. These are just addresses on the blockchain. So I can get another device, put the exact same seed on it, and generate the exact same wallets, right? I don't need to remember these wallets. The seed uses a mathematical formula to generate wallets. And because it's the same seed, it will generate the same wallets. Now here's a graph that looks more like how the ledger works, right? There's that seed, right? And then from that seed is generated the master key, or we call the master private key on the ledger device. So this is also works on Trezor and Elipal and all these other hardware-based wallets. But we start with a master key, and then this can be, like, we can say this is the Bitcoin child key. And then from that Bitcoin child key, we can generate multiple Bitcoin wallets. As you noticed in my Ledger Live, I have more than one Bitcoin wallet, right? I've got 3 right now, right? They're all Bitcoin wallets, but they're all derived from the same master Bitcoin seed, all right? And then this one can represent maybe our Ethereum wallets. And we can have multiple Ethereum wallets in our ledger. And then this could be the XRP wallet. And from here we can have multiple. But the point is with the backup device is if I get a brand new device and I restore instead of initialize, that device would be an exact mirror image copy of my first one. Let me just point this out to you guys. What am I doing here? Let's go over here. Now let's go to videos. And let's do Ledger Nano X. Yeah, there it is right here. So in this particular video, I didn't click it. I explain how you buy a brand new Ledger Nano X, and then you take the 24-word recovery phrase from your Ledger Nano S, your original wallet, and restore it to your new device, step by step. So that might be a little, like if you really want to know step by step exactly how it works, check out that video, this video right here. That's a step-by-step guide on how all this works.
Dieting is 80% of getting in shape. Exercise is only 20.
Commercials.
Hey guys, CryptoDad. Here we go.
All right, so I go through opening the box, right? Let me see here. So there's lots of different ways that you could utilize this remaining Ledger Nano S, right? So I'm just gonna hit the button here. All right, so we're just turning it on, right? It says welcome to Ledger Nano X. And there, we're at the welcome screen. All right, so we'll hit that arrow. Gives us some instructions. Okay, these are the welcome instructions. All right, now. All right, so that's where we open up the device for the first time, and it says, it gives us the choice, set up as new device. We do not want to set this up as a new device. We're going to go, boom. The next choice is recover from recovery phrase, and that is the key to creating a mirrored device with the same master private key as a previous device, right? And so once we do this, restore from recovery phrase, we're going to go through, we're going to get our recovery phrase, word will appear, right? So just keep spelling it, right? And basically you're going to be looking at, I guess I didn't show the actual I probably could have done this video a little better because you're basically reading off a list of 24 words that you already possess. Anyway, I won't dwell too long on that. Question 2, where would you suggest to store the 24 seeds written on paper? Good question, right? You really should put them in a place where no one could find them, right? Now, you could just keep it in your file cabinet in a file that says Ledger Recovery Seed, so you can find it when you need it, right? But that's inherently insecure when you think about it, because if someone were to break into your house that was aware that you had Bitcoin stored on a Ledger device, they might find that recovery phrase, and they could take it somewhere else and restore a different device and gain access to all of your cryptocurrency. So a better way to store that is somewhere secret, somewhere that a casual thief wouldn't find, right? So hidden, a piece of paper, maybe laminated to keep it fresh, hidden somewhere safe, like in your attic or in the floorboards or wherever, right? Now, most thieves aren't looking for recovery phrases. If someone just breaks into my house, they're more likely to take my television. They might see the Ledger Nano laying on the desk and think it has Bitcoin in it and not really knowing, take that. But it's not really going to help them that much unless they know the PIN. But strictly speaking, security-wise, yeah, you should store that 24-word recovery phrase in a safe, secret location. It's also good practice to store it in a secondary location in case of floods or fires, right? You want to put it somewhere, offline backup, that's what they call it, right? A safety deposit box, a friend or family that you can trust, that sort of thing, all right? Now, maybe you don't trust your brother or your mom or your dad or your cousin, and you keep a copy of it somewhere. You could send it to them serendipitously, like give them a picture, and behind the picture is the 24-word recovery phrase, and it just hangs on their wall, and they're none the wiser, right? That's another way of like preserving a copy somewhere. You could put it in digital format in a text file and keep it on a flash drive that you hide somewhere safe and keep multiple copies of. Yeah, so there's a whole rabbit hole of management and storage for your 24-word recovery phrase because it is the key to your wallet, right? It is literally part of the key to your wallet. So if we go down a little further here, yeah. So when the wallet generates that long private key, it correspondingly will give you a mnemonic code. This mnemonic code can be used to generate the key over and over and over again. So in essence, the mnemonic code, in this case, this is a 12-word, I believe, but Ledger is 24. That is the key to regenerating your master private key whenever you need it. Right? So yes, keep it safe, keep it hidden, keep it private. Do not reveal this to anyone. All you people out there that have screwed up and lost Bitcoin or anything like that, and these hackers that advertise their services for recovering your Bitcoin, that's a scam, guys. That what they're going to do is say, give me your mnemonic code so that they can help you. And then they'll just steal your Bitcoin or whatever else you've got attached to that. Do not reveal this to anyone, anywhere, because with it, they can regenerate the wallet and steal your crypto. Oh, okay, so that's basic stuff. Phoenix is just Lightning, but you can close your channels to your BTC Addy anytime. On Blue, you can do Lightning on chain trans, but close your Lightning channel. You have to go through third party. Yeah, I know the Lightning network is a little. I mean, you kind of have to know what you're doing, and you need other channels to like move your Bitcoin around. So I might check into that Phoenix. That's kind of cool. Robert Thompson asks, can you send ERC20 to my Metamask ETH wallet and it will show up, or do I need a token specific wallet? In general, if you send any ERC20 token to an Ethereum based wallet to the Ethereum address, the token will magically appear in the wallet. Now, with MetaMask, sometimes you need to add the token. Depending on the token, you need to add the token before it actually shows up, right? So you could have the balance. If someone sent you the token, it would be in there somewhere, but you wouldn't be able to see it until you actually added the token. I know that sounds a little weird. Let me see if I can demo that. Let's do, I think I have this. Ah, damn it. I don't. Ugh, I don't have MetaMask. All right. All right. Well, let's go ahead and do it. What the hell? It'll just take me a second, hopefully. Nah, it's going to take too long. And it would be revealing a private key. But basically, you need to add the token to your MetaMask for it to actually show up, even though the balance would be there. So if someone sent you 50 BAT token, and then you checked your MetaMask, BAT may show up. It's kind of a major ERC20 token. But like a smaller one, like maybe TNT, wouldn't show in your MetaMask. I just keep talking, right? All right, let's go ahead and do this. Okay, don't show this to anyone, of course. I'm showing it to you guys. Yeah, I don't know if this is... yeah. Let me do this. I'm just trying to do this quick and fast. I think I may have one over here. Yeah. All right. All right, so let's do next. Okay, I got to put these in the right order. This is a confirmation so that they can verify that I have indeed, written this down and that I do know what it is and I won't forget it. Because if I lose this, I lose all of the crypto put into this wallet. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. So here we are. We've got our MetaMask set up. And let's say we want to, let's go over here. Let's do TNT, just as an example. All right, Tyrion. All right, so let's see, let's try that. All right, so I want to send some Tyrion into this wallet. And how am I, is it just going to show up if I send it to this Ethereum address, right? This is the Ethereum address of the wallet. I can copy that into my clipboard, right? Let's just look at the whole thing, right? That's the Ethereum address of this wallet. I could send some TNT to this address, and would it or would it not show up in this wallet? That's the question, right? We might need to add don't see your tokens. Like I said, most of the time they will just appear if someone sends them to this address, but they might not, right? So let's go over here and get the, this is the Tyrion contract address, right? So we can add token. We can just search for it like that. Or can we? Well, let's try it like this. Right? You can just search for it and add it. Where'd it go? Where's Tyrion? Huh. Oh, okay, so it's not showing up, right? So let's hit custom. Let's put in that address. See, it sees it now. Next. There it is, right? Sometimes you have to add the token based on its contract address, right? Which you can find on CoinGecko by just pulling up the coin and then going over to the etherscan.io, right? That pulls up the Etherscan of the coin. You can confirm that that's the right coin you're looking for. And then that's the contract address. You can copy it into your clipboard. You can go over to Metamask. You can add it like that, right? And then we can go back here. How do we go back? I'm sure there's a way to do it. Okay, there it is. Right there, it's still not showing the token, but let's see, where is it? There's a way to do this. I thought I added it. God. Ugh, stupid thing. There's a way to see it. I know there is. I thought we added it. Okay, sorry. I didn't do that last step. Okay, so there it is. Now, if someone had already sent 100 TNT tokens to my ETH address, and then I did this, and I added this TNT token, it would have magically showed that I already had 100 in there, right? But I wasn't seeing it because I hadn't added the custom token yet. But like I said, a lot of the major ones may have already showed up just by virtue of the fact that someone moved them in. So the answer to the question is sometimes they automatically show up, other times they don't, right? And you have to actually go to add custom token, right, and put in the contract address. I hope that covers that question. I know that was a little off topic for Bitcoin, but it is kind of some basic stuff. Whoops. And like I said, please don't send anything to that address because the private key has been exposed, so I'm never going to send anything into this wallet, right? Because you saw the private key. Can you move Bitcoin directly from a software wallet to a hardware wallet? Oh yeah, sure. You can move Bitcoin from one wallet to another all day long, right? We do it when we withdraw from exchanges, because exchanges, although they're big entities, web server, whatever, they actually have wallets that they use because they have addresses, right? So when we withdraw Bitcoin from an exchange to our own wallet, then we're in a sense moving that Bitcoin from one wallet to another. And if I have Bitcoin in a soft wallet like Electrum Bitcoin wallet, which I don't believe I have installed, I could simply move it from one wallet to another. And it's just, as long as there's an address, yeah, I can move Bitcoin from one wallet to another. That's pretty simple. So let's move, now if I move Bitcoin from this wallet to this wallet, then it's moving from one ledger-based wallet to another ledger-based wallet. But the idea is the same, right? So let's say, okay, I would like to receive the Bitcoin from this into this wallet from my ledger affiliate, right? Let's do a send to that Bitcoin address, right? Here's where we're sending. We'll hit continue. We'll just go ahead and max it out. I'll send it all. We'll hit continue again. There's the breakdown. This is moving Bitcoin from one address on the blockchain to the other. Now, where is that signing? Where is that private key thing? Okay, so this is where the signing of the transaction comes through. I'm going to move this over here. I'm going to go up here. All right, got the secondary camera set up. I have an application running right now, the Ethereum application. I'm going to quit that because that's what Ledger's telling me. It says quit. Hey, you're in the wrong application. Quit it. Now it says open the Bitcoin app on your device. So I need to navigate over to Bitcoin. Right? Now that I'm on top of Bitcoin, I'll hit both buttons. Now I'm in the Bitcoin app. Now, this is where I'm trying to send Bitcoin out from my wallet to a different wallet. This is where I need to sign it with the private keys. The private keys are on this device. So now the device is saying review the transaction. There's the amount. There's the address I'm sending to. There are the fees that I will occur on the Bitcoin network, pretty small. And now I accept and send. Boom. I just signed the transaction with my private key, similar to signing a check, right? I've authorized the Bitcoin to be moved out of this wallet somewhere else, right? That's the essence of moving Bitcoin, right? The Bitcoin is, this wallet is now empty because I sent Max. Let's go over to this wallet. Where were we? Was it this one? There, it just came in. See? BTC has been combined. So I moved Bitcoin from one Bitcoin address on the blockchain to another Bitcoin address on the blockchain. I just happen to have an interface right here that allows me to query that address on the blockchain and see its balance. How much Bitcoin is in that address, right? And then the wallet part was my device. That's where I signed the transaction, right? That's the key to unlock access to the Bitcoin, right? I wanted to send it out. Now notice this wallet didn't really need to do anything, right? All I needed to do was get an address and provide it to the other wallet. And then I was able to move Bitcoin from point A to point B. Now your question involved like maybe a software-based wallet like Atomic Wallet or Exodus Wallet or maybe the Electrum Bitcoin wallet. The process would be exactly the same, right? I would do this receive. I would generate that receiving address of this wallet, copy it into my clipboard, and then go over to the other wallet and do a send, right? Any Bitcoin-based wallet can send Bitcoin from one place to another, right? Doesn't matter whether it's a software-based wallet or a hardware-based wallet. As long as you can generate a Bitcoin address, you can send Bitcoin from one place to another. Yeah. Let's go back here, try to keep checking here. I hope you guys can hear me okay. I was having some issues with my sound on Friday. It's quite embarrassing. No one could hear me for like 15 minutes. Okay, I'm going to show this. I don't know why YouTube... Aster says he has TNT in his Trust wallet. He'd like to sell it. What is the best site to sell it on? And how to change it into Bitcoin? Many thanks. Okay, so he wants to move his TNT tokens from one place to another. So overview is you would send it to an exchange. Part of his question is what is the best exchange? First, you have to find an exchange that supports TNT. So I couldn't send it to Coinbase because they don't support TNT. I couldn't send it to Binance US because they don't support TNT. I believe Binance does, but I could be wrong. Now there is an easy way. There's a website that supports all kinds of obscure coins called CoinSwitch Pro. I could send my TNT to CoinSwitch Pro very easily. I don't believe I have any TNT in my Trust wallet. I would like to show you that. All right, they're happy. Everybody's happy. Let's get rid of all these alerts. How much time do we have? Let me look at some, but yeah, I would recommend the CoinSwitch Pro. So I could say, okay, I've got TNT, right? And I want to exchange it for Bitcoin, right? So let's say I've got 100 TNT. I've got 100 TNT. Oh, I need more. Okay, 500, because it's not worth that much, right? Okay, so I got 500 TNT, and I want to send it. Yeah, it's kind of an obscure coin, so you kind of have to be careful with coins like this. And I want to swap it for Bitcoin, right? So that's an easy way to, and I would have to provide a Bitcoin address, right? So let's try this one. I would have to enter the Bitcoin address that I own and hit exchange. And then it would say, okay, send me some TNT. It would give me a TNT address that I could use to send TNT. I would send my TNT to this address, and they would send me Bitcoin to my own wallet. That's a pretty good way of getting rid of your TNT. But like I said, you have to be careful. Like they mentioned, it's pretty volatile. There's no guarantee you're going to get the best price. So that's what happens when you're dealing with these smaller, more obscure coins. Let me look, because there were a lot of questions. I want to try to make sure I read. Okay, we answered Viper's 2 questions. We answered Robert with the Metamask. Brian Jones, if I transfer from my exchange to my digital wallet, is that considered a withdrawal? And therefore, will I be charged fees? Yes, you're always going to get charged some fees when you withdraw from exchanges. Now, some exchanges don't have withdrawal fees. I believe Coinbase Pro does not charge withdrawal fees. But every exchange is a business, right? They can't just be there for free to do things just, because they love you, right? So you're going to incur some fees when you use services. So it's to be expected. So don't think of it like they're bloodsuckers or anything. They're in a business. They're providing you a service, right? Now, even when you move Bitcoin from one wallet to another, you're going to incur network fees on the Bitcoin blockchain, because that's how the blockchain works. It's a peer-to-peer, decentralized currency system. So it's just not there for free. Somebody has to, you've got to contribute in order to use the network. So the same holds for exchanges, right? If you want to use an exchange, you're going to have to expect them to have some fees, either trading fees or maker fees or whatever the heck those are, or withdrawal fees, or merchant charges when you buy on their network using your ATM card or your debit card or your bank account. There's always going to be some surcharges that you have to deal with. Yes. FYI, CFL Randy, the Google Sheets step-by-step directions that I prepared are available to anyone that may want to use them. I would highly recommend you checking out Randy's Google Docs. He's a very meticulous person, very detail-oriented, and would be very helpful. I have no problem with you providing the address to those sheets, Randy. MLV, do the wallets need to be restored on the same type brand of wallets, or can they be restored cross-wallet? That's a very good question, and the answer is no. They do not need to be restored to the exact same wallet. They would just need to be restored to a wallet that's compatible. Now, the Ledger 24-word recovery phrase is an industry standard. So, let's do 24 words. You can take your 24-word recovery phrase and use it to restore to any wallet that is compatible with 24-word recovery phrases. Trezor, I believe, is... You could take... and in the video that I recommended earlier, if that's still got the tab open, here you see me restoring from a Ledger Nano S to a Ledger Nano X. So it doesn't have to be the exact same device. It just has to be a device that's compatible with the 24-word recovery phrase. Very good question, MLV. Viper Euro, backup wallet, as if one is lost, we can move the asset out from the account with a backup wallet while we scramble to reset the new wallet with new PK since the thief has stolen our original wallet. Yeah, so kind of an advanced concept, but let's say yes, someone steals a wallet and we think maybe they're going to have access to it at some point. We could quickly, even if, let's say someone came in and held me at gunpoint and took my 24-word recovery phrase and then rushed out of the house. Now, they may not have quick access to a restoration feature. Now, they might do it right there while they're in the house, right? If they're sophisticated. But let's just say we suspect someone stole our 24-word recovery phrase. We could go get a copy of it, right? We would have multiple copies of it all over our house. We'll go get our 24-word recovery phrase, restore it to a wallet, and then quickly transfer all the assets out of that wallet to a different wallet before said thief had a chance to do a restore to his wallet, right? No, it's kind of weird, all right? Okay, Tyrion and Trust, we talked about that. I added the token to Metamask, but there's no receive option for that specific token. Only ETH has the receive option. Yes, Robert, you can, like I said, you can send TNT to that Ethereum address and it will show up. Why can't we do that? Let's see. TNT, high token view on Etherscan. Yeah, you're right. There's no like receive option. There's only send, right? But yeah, this address is the master address for all tokens that are associated with this wallet, right? You can send TNT to this address. No problem. It'll show up here. Oh, I don't know about Gramfire. MLV, if you're using a decent wallet, then you can often restore the seed in a different one. This is especially true for hardware wallets where you can use the same seed across Ledger, Trezor, KeepKey. Thank you, Crypto Guide. A very succinct answer to MLV's question. Mr. Bigman, I of course thank you for thanking me. I appreciate all of your good vibes. Astar3, I have to get back to work. I will ask my question to you regarding TNT another time. I appreciate your help. I thought I answered Astor's question, so hopefully he'll be able to maybe review this video, because I did. Sorry you had to leave. Thank you. MLV said thank you. No problem. I have a little BTC. What to do with them? I don't know. Save it, spend it, transfer it somewhere safe, use it to buy other crypto, anything you want, right? Rishi Patel, in the future I will sell Bitcoins I currently have in my wallet. Which exchange is the best to transfer them to in terms of lowest fees and safety? So we're talking, and that question is Bitcoin. So almost every exchange supports Bitcoin. So now we're just sort of looking at which exchange is the most safest, right? It's really hard to say. Coinbase is a real easy, trusted, US-based exchange where you can transfer Bitcoin and cash out very easily, right? If you've ever bought Bitcoin on Coinbase, then you've attached your bank account and or your debit card. I think you have to attach the bank account in order to withdraw. But you can go into your Coinbase account, transfer Bitcoin in there, and sell that Bitcoin for cash. There's a way to do that. Sell Bitcoin for US dollars, and then your Coinbase account will have a US dollar balance. And then from there, you go into that US dollar account, and then there's a withdrawal button, and you withdraw that from your Coinbase to your bank account, right? And then you've effectively cashed out. So I would recommend Coinbase as an easy, safe, trusted way, but you could do it with just about any exchange, right? Binance US, you can connect that to your bank account and do withdrawals. Gemini, I believe, you can withdraw from Gemini. Bittrex is another good exchange that you can, US-based, that you can withdraw Bitcoin from. I've got Crypto.com. Crypto.com is a phone-based cryptocurrency exchange. Let's take a look at that. I got to start over here. Now, Crypto.com is very interesting because it works like an exchange, right? I can transfer Bitcoin into my Crypto.com account, and then I can go over to my MCO Visa card and top up with Bitcoin, right? So I could, let me let this thing pull up. It's moving kind of slow. If I were to top up the card with Bitcoin, however, if I don't believe there's no Bitcoin in the account at the moment, but if I transferred Bitcoin into this account and then used it to top up my MCO Visa card, I could take my I don't have my wallet here, my real wallet. I could take that MCO Visa card and spend it in the real world, anywhere Visa is accepted. So that's, or I could go to an ATM and withdraw cold hard cash. So that is, Crypto.com is a specific example of a lot of different services. Cash App has a card. The Cash App has a physical card that you can order and attach to your account that you can transfer Bitcoin. You can sell Bitcoin and transfer money to that account and use that card to withdraw from your ATM or spend. That's another way of cashing out. Cryptarium is another way. Cryptarium is, I don't have it installed on my phone at the moment. The Cryptarium app also is an online phone-based exchange that has a card associated, of like a Visa or a MasterCard, that you can use to spend crypto that you've topped up onto their card. Uphold is another service that has a card attached to it. So all of these services that you can use to cash out from your cryptocurrency exchanges are off-ramps, right? Oh, they're on-ramps and off-ramps for fiat currency. So if you have Bitcoin and you want to cash out, you can send it to exchanges, or you can use these card-based services. These phone-based apps with the cards, maybe you'll incur a few more fees, because of the convenience, right? But like I said, everything in life you pay for. So those ways where you've got ATM or Visa cards associated with the accounts are very easy, quick, convenient ways to cash out your Bitcoin should you wish to spend it. Hope I didn't add too much to that. What is the best way to plan for inheritance regarding Bitcoin? Do you give your wallet password or seed phrase to your spouse in case you die? What is the best way to make sure your family can access? Well, yeah, you would either give them the seed phrase if you can trust them, and then if you were to pass away, they could restore your wallet, or you could just give them the PIN to your wallet so that they could just pick up where you left off, right? But if you wanted to be safe and secure, you could put that seed phrase in a document that is sealed and held by a lawyer, something of that nature, right? So that they can't see it until you die. You would make arrangements with, lawyers or services. There are other like online-based services that can actually manage your keys for you. I'm not that familiar with them right now, but there are services like that you can use to help plan for your inheritance, right? But the simplest, easiest way is to just give like a set of instructions to your wife or your children that explain how to use your Bitcoin wallets and give them the password and the pins and all that stuff. That's the easy way, right? Let's see. Crypto Visa card developed in Hong Kong. Since I heard apps such as TikTok is capable of getting your phone data. I don't know about that. I've been using Crypto.com for a long time, and I haven't had any problems with it. I've got two-factor authentication installed on all of my crypto apps. I don't know that they're sucking my phone data out of me. Who isn't, right? Google knows everything I do with my phone, where I go, what I search for. Apple pretty much knows where I'm at, when I'm accessed. Your phone data. I don't know. I don't know what you mean by my phone data, but no one has stolen my crypto from me, or I don't know if they have my phone data, what they're doing with it, but it's like I'm no longer really worried about what happens to my phone data. It's pretty much out there. Any government agency or a police agency that wants to subpoena my life can just go to Google or Apple or whoever, get all my data. What are your thoughts on sending crypto to exchanges without KYC when all they have is your email? They're it's kind of weird, but an exchange like, let's say, KuCoin, right? I could sign up. Well, we talked about CoinSwitch Pro. And it's a swapping site, and I've used it over and over again. It's never steered me wrong. So I feel for privacy and security, and it's a trusted site. They have tech support if something goes wrong. I have no qualms about it. If I open up a KuCoin account and they don't need my ID or anything, they wouldn't be in business long if they were just a black hole and people were just sending them Bitcoin or Ethereum and it was just disappearing, right? So in order to make some money and have a legitimate business, they would have to be a functional site, right? I'm not so worried about my coins disappearing if I send them to a site that doesn't do KYC, right? It's all about privacy and security. I'm more concerned if they could get access to other wallets. Okay, possibly. But let's say your other wallets, you've got them password protected so that they require some input. Or you've got them with two-factor authentication so that they require physical access to the phone. I don't know about someone getting your Google Authenticator by stealing your phone data. I believe the Google Authenticator is dependent on the device itself, right? There's no way to hack the Google Authenticator codes. That's possible. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know about that. But we could worry all day long about people accessing stuff on our phone. But like I said, I've been using Uphold, I've been using Cash App, I've been using Crypto.com, which is based in Hong Kong, for over a year now, and I haven't had any problems with it. So I don't know. I'm pretty secure about the way, and I kind of show people how I'm doing it all day long. Haven't had any problems yet. There's a lot of scare mongering on the internet about someone's gonna steal your stuff, right? So you could just roll up into a little ball in a corner and never do anything online, or you can just live your life online and take as many precautions as you can to keep your information and your devices safe and secure. I guess I'll end with that. All right. So once again, thanks for joining me, guys. I'm going to shut it down. I got work to do today, but I always, I've committed to doing this for you guys Tuesday morning. And so I'll be here again next week. Hope to see you there. Don't forget, I do a live stream on Fridays, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Please join me for the live Q&A from Michigan, where you can throw out questions, and I'll do my very, very best to get them answered. We'll talk about Bitcoin. We'll talk about the news. And as always, I'll move some crypto around. Hope to see you there. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you'd like to subscribe to my channel, I would appreciate it. When you subscribe, there's a little bell that you can click that will allow you to be alerted whenever I post new content. Once again, thanks for joining me, and hope to see you again soon.